What's going on, everyone? I'm Phil and I'm here at my lot today with my tiny house, and I finally decided what I wanted to do with it, and as you might have guessed already, I started my very first Airbnb. Alright guys, so this is how it looks as of today. And first things first, we got the driveway. I got 3 loads of crushed concrete delivered so I could have a solid base, and in the future I plan to have some different material brought in to top it all off, but this is what we're rocking with for now. I decided to outline the driveway with some railroad ties to dress it up a little bit and to also help with people not driving in the grass. And speaking of grass, I did get 5 pallets of grass planted, 4 on this right side of the driveway over here, and then 1 pallet on this side over here to finish it up. And it's starting to come through now. At first it was kind of rough, but everything is looking good now besides all the sticks in the yard. We did have a Category 1 hurricane come through, and I spent about an hour picking everything up, but it's looking better now. I didn't get the grass planted all the way out to here where you see the dirt, but I figured it'll grow back with time. And next we got the water tank, where you'll see that I got my water softener finally installed, so we got some good filtered water going into the house now, and that's really all you can ask for. And here on the side of the house, I did get my AC mounted to the side of the house up off the ground, and that's been really nice for when I'm mowing and weed eating. So if you're thinking about doing it, I would 10 out of 10 recommend. Next, on the front of the house, I did decide to put some skirting along the bottom just to make it look better from the road. I didn't put it all the way around the house, just on the front side. And now we got the walkway, which was the last little final touch I put on the house. And I've never really laid stones or paver stones, so I mean, it's not perfect, but I do think it is better than what was there before. Plus, I'm a fan of the rock around the stones too. And now moving on to the porch. If y'all remember from any of my previous videos, the stair set used to be over here where you see this gap, but the way my house and driveway is set up now, it just made more sense to move it to the new front. Way more functional this way, I think. I also added this porch light for when it's dark outside, as well as this plug right here. Now, I think the only thing the porch could use is some like furniture or a couple chairs or coffee table or something like that. Also, who doesn't love a nice welcome mat in front of a newly painted door? I did replace the door handle and got a smart lock that I've really been liking. And it's been super convenient just to give a guest a code, plus I don't have to carry around keys anymore, so I would honestly 10 out of 10 recommend this too. Now, without further ado, let's take this party inside. Pretty much all of the renovating stuff I did inside was just replace the carpet and paint the walls and baseboards. Other than that, it was really just getting furniture and some decorations from like Target and Home Goods. I took all of these interior clips the same day as a guest was coming in to stay, so everything is laid out the way I have it ready for when a guest comes. So I'll let all of these clips of the inside play through, and when it's done we can get into the numbers and see how much I've made so far. And there you have it. That's how the house looks when it's ready for a guest. So now let's go ahead and jump over to Airbnb so I can show you all the listing, and then we can talk about the numbers. So Right off the bat, I went ahead and went with the name Luxurious Tiny House. And we can go through some of the pictures, and I actually loaded up another screen of the pictures just because my internet is super slow. But so I got some nice little descriptions down here. This is the living room with a leather sectional couch. And yeah, so these are the photos I use for Airbnb. These are the photos that people see whenever they click my house. Got some shots of the bedroom, more of the bedroom. Then we got the bathroom. They say not to use vertical, or they don't recommend using vertical photos, but I really couldn't find a good way to like make this bathroom photo fit, because my lens it's a wider lens, but it's not the widest, and I think it just looked better vertical, so I used that one. And then so the dirt, I hadn't had the grass planted yet whenever I started renting this out, so this isn't the photo I had to use, but I mean, I had to use what I had to use, and it worked. Like I said, I got some bookings, so that was good. And then, so we'll go back over here to the actual listing itself. Tiny house hosted by Philip. It's 2 guests, 1 bedroom, 1 bath. And I feel like I could have definitely said like 3 people could sleep or 4 people could sleep, really. I've definitely slept over 4 people in the house before. It's just up to people's preference, I guess. Like 2 people can definitely sleep on the couch. It's not very comfortable. But I don't really know if that would help get me more bookings, because then like say 4 people do book and they get here and they're pissed because like they're sleeping on the couch that doesn't even fold out. So it's like, I don't know, I just chose to not go with it, because typically like I'm so close to the plant. Like my main thing I thought I was gonna be, or like my main people I thought I was gonna be renting to were gonna be like plant workers, because the plant's so close. So like out of town workers will come in, they'll stay and whatever, and they're usually by themselves. So that's who I thought I was going to be renting to, but it turns out it's a lot of couples have stayed too. So it's really just a mix of everyone. But anyway, so yeah, say I guess does come with 4 people and they're crammed and they don't like it. So I was just afraid, like, yeah, I'd rather undersell than oversell, and people would be disappointed. So that's why I did that. I got a nice little description right here. I'll read it to you. Welcome to the luxurious tiny house located a convenient 2 miles away from Phillips 66. This is a perfect place for out-of-town workers or someone looking for a quiet place to get away. This house has many features, including a full kitchen with cooking necessities, leather sectional couch, 2 TVs, computer desk, queen size bed, towel shower with dual shower heads, on-demand hot water heater, and more. So I didn't really try to explain like too much on the house description, like how everything works. To just kind of give them a little short piece of just what they're getting. And then I don't know why it says like where you'll sleep right here. Like I don't know why it doesn't show like where you'll eat, where you'll bathe, and all that. So I don't really know why it does this. And then it's got some amenities and all that. So yeah, there's the listing. But let's go ahead and talk about the prices. So actually, before we do that, let me show you the calendar on when I had it rented. So quick little story, I've been actually putting off and bullshitting on making this video for quite some time now. As I said earlier, I shot all the clips of the inside before my last guest came, and she actually came September 20th. And so I've been sitting on these clips for over a month, and I've just been bullshitting on making this video. But we're here now, so let's go ahead and get into the dates and the numbers and all that good stuff. So I started booking, I listed the house in like the last week of July right here. Overall, like I really didn't think like this place would rent very well, just because like I live in a town with like less than 4,000 people population. Like I feel like the main thing that's keeping this thing alive, and like really the whole town, is just like the plant being so close, because like our town isn't a town you drive through. Like you have to be going there on purpose. Like you're not gonna drive through it on accident, I don't think. But so like with that in mind, like I feel like it did fairly well. So July, we started at the end of July, and then I actually got COVID like mid to end August. So like I blocked this whole week and I quarantined in here, got it cleaned up, and then started renting it again. And then September came around, had a couple more bookings, and that was cool. And then at the end of September, I had Jessica stay, and she was my first 1 month guest to stay. So that was pretty cool to see. I was really vibing it, because I was thinking like, I'm going to make a little bit less money, but then again, I'm not going to have to go over here 3, 4, 5 times a month and clean it. So in my mind, it kind of evens out when you consider time into that. And everything went great, but she actually ended up being my last guest. And if you haven't noticed already, but I did move back into my tiny house, and that's because I was living with my roommate, but he was about to move out anyways, so I decided to move back in here because I wasn't trying to pay the whole rent over there when I have this house. So I don't plan on staying here forever or very long. Yeah, I just wanted to get that out of the way in case like you recognize like where I'm at. And also, if you look down here at the future dates on the calendar, I do have them blocked out now since I am living here, but it is what it is. So now let's go ahead and get into the numbers and see how much I actually earned. So I started renting this thing out at the end of July, which was 2 nights, 3 days, whatever you want to call it, all of August, but I skipped a week, and then September was a full month, and then October. So I mean, more or less 3 months is the time that I rented it out. So I'm gonna go over here and I'm going to click this page and show you all of my completed bookings and just show you kind of what went down. So this person right here, Jessica, that was the last person I had rented, and she was like the month-long renter. So you can see we got some decent sized payouts here. I think this guy was like for a week or whatever. And oh, I haven't talked about my prices yet. So yeah, at first, when I first started renting this thing out, I was doing $89 a night. So as time went on, I was just doing $89 strictly all the time, no discounts, no nothing. Weekdays were the same as the weekends. Now I decided, or like towards the end, what I decided to do was do weekdays, do $89 a night, weekends $119. Also, I have a 2-night minimum booking. Gotta throw that in there. And so yeah, $89 a night, $119 for weekends. If you want to stay the week, it's $350, and then if you want to stay a month, it's $1,200, and all bills included, of course, because it's Airbnb or whatever. But that's what I was going with, and it seemed to be working pretty well. I feel like it was staying pretty booked up. I feel like I could maybe up my price a little bit, but I mean, everything's paid for at this house, so I have probably like not even $250 in bills. So I feel like I could pretty much profit $1,000 a month off of this thing. Overall, not a bad little investment, I guess you could say. And I know I just moved back in here, but I really don't plan to stay here long. I'm ready for some more room for myself. Like, I just got a bunch of shit in my bedroom that I just wish wasn't here, like this desk and that. Like, I want my bedroom to be simple, and I want to have a room to like make YouTube videos and like have all my camera and game stuff. So like I said, I don't really want to stay here too long, but when I do move out, I do plan to go ahead and rent this thing back out. Probably going to try to stick around like the same prices that I left off on, you know, if it's just staying booked out, then I'll go ahead and up those prices. But I'm really kind of bummed about moving back in here at the same time, because I wanted to do it for like a full year and just see how much money this thing could generate, because then I could have made a video like, oh, how much did my Airbnb make in 1 year, and that would have been cool to make. But we'll save that for another video in the future. And guys, I actually just realized I didn't show y'all like the grand total of what all these were, and I'm sure y'all aren't trying to just sit there and add these up. So let me go to my insights right quick, and then we're gonna go to earnings. And so I wasn't gonna cash any of this out yet until I hit $5,000, but I needed to get some money for the container stuff, so I went ahead and cashed everything out. So that's why it says like I cashed out all this in September. But anyways, I made $3,198 if you added all that up from the other page, which is pretty lit by me. It's nice to see some passive-ish income. I mean, I say passive-ish because I'm the cleaner and I still mow the yard and, you know, do all that stuff whenever I was renting it out. So it's pretty passive, but it definitely is a nice little extra stream of income. And also, I'm pretty sure Airbnb pays you after each booking, but I set my minimum to 5K is when I wanted to be paid out, because I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with like the money in here yet. I was really just kind of using that as a savings. But anyways, so now let's go ahead and speculate on what's in the future for me and what I plan to do next. Well, as far as my living situation, I don't really know. Like I said, I don't really want to stay here long, but we'll see what happens. My main goal for right now is to finish the shipping container I've been working on, and that's been going pretty smooth. I got the sheetrock installed recently, got it painted, got some lights hooked up, so that's going pretty good. Video for that's coming out soon too. And I don't really know what my overall plan with the shipping container is yet. I was planning on just building it and selling it at first, and then I was thinking, well, wait. You know, Airbnb is going so good with the tiny house. Why don't I just find another lot to put that on it and then have another Airbnb? So I thought about doing that too, and was set on that idea for a couple months, but now I'm back to just go ahead and trying to sell it, and then go ahead and start a whole new project, whether that be like buy another Airbnb that'll be more profitable than the shipping container would, or starting a whole another business adventure, like starting like a little wedding venue or something. I don't know. Like I said, I change my idea in my mind every day, so we'll see what comes in the future, but as of right now, the very next thing on the video list, my plan, my agenda, my radar, or whatever you want to call it, is the shipping container video. So I hope you're all looking forward to that, and I hope y'all enjoyed this video too. I know I've been bullshitting on making this video for a while now, so here it is. It feels good to be making a video again. Like I said, I appreciate everyone watching this video and keeping up with me. Yeah, and I think this is going to be the last video for a while. I was going to make the 1-year update on the Airbnb, but that's being pushed down the road even farther. So I really, like I said, I really don't know what's next for this place except for Airbnb in it. But you know, all in all, I appreciate y'all watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.